Hello, MuMum here. Struggling to think of something to muse about today, actually, so I think I'm going to muse about that. You may have noticed last week, hopefully you saw my lovely sticker face, because it was half term and so the Twinkles were home and we were having lots of lovely fun, but the week before, you may have noticed I was AWOL. That's because we lost a very close family member about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and so that kind of Monday I was busy just doing things around that, and it just wasn't really the time to come and talk to you all, as I'm sure you can understand. And to be honest, ever since then life has felt a bit strange. I think any kind of big event like that happens, it kind of throws things for me particularly. I think that's normal, maybe it's just me. And the funeral isn't until this weekend, so I've kind of felt a bit in limbo really for the last couple of weeks. I felt like my head's not really on right, I don't really know what I'm doing, I don't really know what I'm saying, and that's kind of, I guess, so I thought I'd muse about today, is that there are moments like that in life. There are moments when we don't have it all together. There are moments when we don't know what to do, we don't know what to say, we don't know what the right thing is, and that's hard enough and bad enough when it's just you, or when it's just you and another significant other. When you've got children, and you're supposed to be there for them 24/7, that's actually really tricky. And thankfully our girls are sensitive and they are loving, and they've, in their own funny little 3-year-old way, they've been really understanding for the last couple of weeks. We've been able to talk to them about what's been going on, and I'll maybe talk to you about that another time. So that's been great, but still I have found it really hard to just function on some days and think about, what am I supposed to do today, what do I feel about this, what do I feel about that, blah 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 blah. So I guess I just wanted to kind of note that is really normal, and how do you do that when you're a parent and you still have to function, you still have to get up and do all the normal things. Somebody actually said to me when this first happened that that's the nice thing about having kids, is they make you do that when you're feeling sad or when you're going through something. Actually, they kind of keep you normal for a while, and that's true, it's really true. But sometimes actually that's really hard. There's been a few times over the last couple of weeks when I've found that hard, because I've just wanted the time or the space to deal with what I need to deal with, and how I want to process things, and you just don't have it. And it was half term, so I didn't even have my nursery days, which are usually my MuMar working days at home, but at least I'm on my own, I have a bit of headspace, so I didn't have that either last week. So this is just to acknowledge and hopefully encourage that if you're going through anything like that, I know how you feel. It's tough. Being a parent, I keep saying it all the time, is tough. It has its great moments and it has its hard moments, and actually sometimes the hardest moments are when you are just supposed to be normal, when you're supposed to just get on and you're supposed to be the parent and actually you don't want to be. And I think that's kind of probably how I've been feeling today. So as you may have noticed, my thoughts are not in any kind of logical sense, not quite as much as they are usually anyway, but that's just what I've been thinking about. And it's really hard when you are a stay-at-home mum and a work-at-home mum as well. So I'm both now somehow. I'm with the girls when they're not in nursery. When they are at nursery, I work at home. Also work at home a little bit when they're here, and you know, I'm supposed to be doing that at the moment. I'm supposed to be promoting MuMar and kind of pushing that forward. And when you're a work at home mum and you don't go to an office with other people who aren't personal to you, that's also really difficult, because stuff happens in life that is personal and it's in your office space, i.e. your home, if you're a work at home mum. So this is also just to acknowledge to any of you, if you work at home, how difficult that can be too, in being able to kind of separate work from personal life, when actually your work is your personal life, your work is in your personal life. And so yeah, I've kind of found that really hard as well, in realising that, you know, for me, MuMar has taken a massive backseat over the last week because there have been more important things to do. But for my husband, for MuMan, he's still had to go to work. He had a little bit of time off, but he still had to go to work every day, and he still has to do his job, and he still has to separate that from everything else that's going on at home. And I wonder, I think in some senses that's easier, in some senses that's harder. So yeah, that's my other thinking today, is actually how do you be a work at home mum and separate out the work bit from the home bit? Is it even possible? I'm new to all of this, so I would love any tips. If you've got some advice for me, please let me know. Being a WAHM, as it's called, is something that I'm really feel quite strongly about and really want to encourage. And actually over the coming months and years, as MuMar grows and gets bigger, one of the things that we really want to do is to find ways to encourage mums and dads who work from home in order to be at home with their kids. So yeah, watch this space for all of that. But it's not easy, and I'm very aware of that today. That's my musing for this week, waffling on as ever. Hopefully I'll be back next week, maybe with a bit more, what do they say, pip in your step, or whatever, pep in your step, who knows. I am MuMum. I hope you're having a lovely Monday, and I will speak to you all again very soon. Okay, bye bye.